Good morning, student. Today we will study about national income. In national income, we will study about basic concepts. From exam point of view, as an important topics, you will get 1 marker or 3 marker question from these topics. The first topic is consumption goods and services. Goods and services purchased or own produced to satisfy the wants are termed as consumer goods or consumption goods. Example: bread, furniture purchased by a household, or rice produced by a farmer will be termed as consumption good. Next is capital goods. Capital goods are those goods which are purchased or own produced for producing other goods and services. You can easily understand the difference between consumer goods and capital goods. In consumer goods, it was purchased to satisfy the wants. Here, goods and services are produced or own produced for producing the other goods and services. This is a major difference between consumer good and capital goods. Capital good consists of fixed capital goods as well as stock of raw material, which we will take later. All depends on end use of a good. Example: if a car purchased by a household, it will be termed as a consumer good. If a car purchased by a taxi driver, it will be called as a capital good, or a car purchased by an industrialist will be also termed as a capital good because it will help in production process. So, important thing is here, the end use of a good matters. Goods can be classified on durable goods and non-durable goods. Durable goods are those goods which can be used again and again over a considerable period of time. For example, television, refrigerator, car are example of durable goods. The other good are non-durable goods. Goods which are used up in a single act of consumption is known as non-durable goods. Example: paper, milk, bread, food grains, etc. So, this durable, non-durable goods are present in both. It can be in consumption goods, it can be in capital goods. Sometimes it is considered that all producer goods are capital goods, but that is not true. All producer goods are not capital goods. I will explain you why. There are few goods which are single-use producer goods. It includes raw material like coal, fuel. They are not capital goods as they cannot be repeatedly used in a production process. Once they are used, they has lost their identity. The capital goods, it includes fixed assets like plant and machinery, which can be used again and again in a production process. So, it can be said that all capital goods are producer goods, but all producer goods are not capital goods. I hope this is clear to you all. Now we will study about investment, a new topic. For account student, capital and investment are same thing, but it's not. not in macroeconomics. Why? Reason is, investment is defined as, in macroeconomics, addition to the stock of capital during a year. Example, construction of a building, addition to the inventories. So let's take an example. You are in this list. In your industry, you had a 10 machine already. In this financial year, you purchased 2 more machines. So total at the end of the financial year, you had 12 machineries. So addition to the capital was 2. So these 2 machines which you have added in this financial year will be taken as investment. Investment are of 2 types. So total investment includes fixed investment and stock investment. And this is important. Please note it and remember it. This will help you when you will be calculating national income with the help of expenditure method. So investment is an addition to the stock of capital during a year. Let's take another example. You are in this list. You had a 10 lakh of stock of raw material in the beginning of year. At the end of the financial year, it was 11 lakhs. So addition to the stock investment was 1 lakh. So this will be termed as investment. I hope it's clear to you all. Next is the difference between the gross investment and net investment. The basic differences between both is depreciation. Account students, commerce students are very much familiar about from this word. Humanities and science students are not, so I am explaining them this depreciation. Depreciation means reduction in the value of fixed assets due to normal wear and tear or passage of time or expected obsolescence. This is called as depreciation. In simple terms, you can say that as a loss of capital assets. It is also termed as consumption of fixed capital. So don't get confused if you get this word consumption of fixed capital. Depreciation and consumption of fixed capital are the same. So every machine has a lifetime. Take an example, you purchase a new machinery that has a lifetime of 5 years. After 1 year, the life of that machinery is 4/5 left. So this difference will be termed as depreciation. So one more point to be understood here is expected obsolescence is which is foreseen, which you know this technology changes is going to come in the future. If it is unexpected or unforeseen, that will be not considered under depreciation or consumption of fixed capital. That will be termed as capital loss. So the next is the difference between gross investment and depreciation is net investment. So if you have to convert gross into net, always remember you will subtract depreciation, and just vice versa. If you have been given net and you have to find out gross, you will add depreciation in net investment, so you will get gross investment. These are the basic concept. Please remember this. This will help you in solving the numericals of national income. So next topic is intermediate consumption oblique cost. Goods and services purchased or own produced during a year by one production unit from another production unit for purpose of reselling or using up completely during a year is termed as intermediate consumption or intermediate cost. Please note here important is reselling or using up completely during a year. Take an example. A retailer gets the commodities from a wholesaler. So what he is doing? He is reselling to a consumer. So reselling will be taken as an intermediate consumption. Or those goods which are completely used in a financial year will be also a part of intermediate consumption. Take example of a transport agency जिनके पास ट्रक्स हैं. Most of the truck owner changes their tire in a year because of wear and tear. So the tire will be here an intermediate consumption because it has been fully used in a year. I hope intermediate consumption is clear to you all now.